Hey, what's going on there, everyone? Today we are covering a custom join items or item join, and this is a free plugin working on versions 1.7 through 1.17, which you can download on Spigot. So basically, as the name suggests, it allows you to add custom items when a player joins the server. Not only that, is that you can make it detect if a player respawns or if they go to a different world or they teleport, or you can also do different activators. As you just saw, we clicked our sword, so it did activate something. So for example, as you see, I did right click my sword, and we need 3 emeralds in order to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself an emerald here, and we'll go ahead and just give my 64 emeralds. If I go ahead and right click, as you see, we do have this cool firework that happened. So you can launch fireworks, you can execute commands, and you can also detect, hey, this is in the item slot, and then you can broadcast various things. So that is an example of an activator. You also have a very nice map, which gives you a custom texture, which does look really nice if I say so myself. You also have these tokens. Essentially, you can right click them to activate creative or spectator. So if we go ahead and right click, we are now in creative. Left click, we get put into spectator mode, and if you like some sort of book style for your server, you can totally do this, as well as clickable links, which is pretty cool. I do like that ability. So as you see, we can go to the Discord support and you can visit the plugin page, but obviously you can set this up for your own server, so depends on what you want to do. You also have custom skull textures, so this is great. So if you want to right click on your specific profile, then you could bring up some sort of GUI menu or something. And you also can use custom skull textures. Basically this cycles through, and these also cycle through, so it gives a little bit of a live animation, which is pretty nice. So as you see, all this stuff is customizable. You also have various statistics, so you can hook it up with placeholder API. We can see our deaths, our location, food level, and basically that is cycling through as well. So honestly, this is a great plugin if you need some sort of custom join item when players join the server or teleport or something along those lines. So let me go ahead and show you guys how you can get this all set up to making your own specific custom item. Today's video sponsor is the Songoda Marketplace, and if you are looking for any type of unique or custom plugin for your Minecraft server, there is quite a bit of selection over there, so make sure you guys go check them out using the link down in the description, and you can find some great plugins for your server. The main command for this is /ij, and we're going to be going to the IJ menu. This is where you can pretty much configure, add all the stuff that you want. And here is your basic configuration settings that does use MySQL if you do want to have that for your network, which is great to sync up your data. Now let's go ahead and make our new specific item. So for me, I'm going to head and choose a compass, and I will explain why in a second. So we'll just type in compass, and there we go. So here we have our compass. So I know there is a lot of stuff in here, and for my example, basically I'm going to be having it in my last slot of the inventory, and this is going to bring up a skyblock menu, and it's always going to be in that player's inventory. They will be able to move it out slightly, but for the most part it's going to be in there. Basically, when they right click, it's going to bring up the skyblock menu, and it's always going to be in that slot, so they won't be able to dump it out or anything. But that is how I want it, and there's tons of different types of actions that you can do in here. So let's go ahead and get started and move along that line. So here we have our slot. So what I want it to be, I want it to be in a single slot. You can have multiple or single, depends on what type of item that you're wanting to do. And here you can also have it specific crafting, or you can have it arbitrary. So basically anytime there's a free slot, it's going to be put in. So here you can also set up specific chest plates if you want to set up your custom armor as well as offhand. But for this example, I'm going to be using slot 8, which is going to be the last one in my inventory here. So there we go, that is the slot it's going to be put in. It's going to be 1. Yes, you can also set a custom name. So this is just going to be a skyblock menu. Alright, that's all it's going to say. And you also set up a lore if you want. You can also set up a specific damage. I'm going to leave mine basically the same, and the command settings. So this is what I want to do. So there's quite a bit of things in here, so there's not going to be any cost there. I'm going to add a cooldown. We'll do about 2 seconds of cooldown so people aren't spamming it. You also have a message. I'm not going to have a message. Let's go ahead and make it sound, because it does have a nice little basically interaction, so we can go ahead and make this the anvil step. That's pretty nice. And we also have a sequence if you want it to be specific commands in order. Currently I'm just executing one command, so it doesn't really matter to me, but let me go ahead and actually input the command that I want. Now we have 3 different categories that we can choose from. So this is an interaction as well as inventory. So commands will only execute when players open up their inventory or when it's open. And then you also have physical, so if they're going to be, specifically holding something, interacting with it, such as a pressure plate. In my instance, I'm going to just be doing a normal interact. So now we can go ahead and add a new line, basically a new command line. So this is going to be executed by the player. So what we want to do is we're going to do IS panel. Essentially, this is going to bring up the island menu. So that is what it's going to be. So it's going to be a player command IS menu. As you can see in here, there's quite a bit of different things. This also does work with bungee cord, which is really great for hubs, or if you just want to have it on one of your other servers. So there is an item join bungee plugin as well, which is pretty cool. So there's a ton of different types of things in here, guys. Basically, whatever your heart's desire is, you can go ahead and make it with this plugin. But for mine, it's just going to be IS panel. So let me go ahead and return here. So now we have a whole bunch of different types of conditions where we can actually execute the command to be run. So if you're using some sort of armor, and if you equip the armor, you could apply some sort of potion effect or run a command, give something along those lines. You got also on fire, consume. Basically, if you eat, let's say if you eat 5 steaks, it's going to give you like $100 for eating the steak so fast. But as you see, guys, there's a ton in here, which is absolutely amazing. There's full customization. I'm not going to go over every single thing because I will let you guys do that for your own server. But I think we got pretty much everything that we want. We have our command. It's going to be opening up our menu. So that is the command settings. You also have enchantment. So I do want to add, let's do like Luck of the Sea, and we're going to just do like a level 1. So I added enchantment, but I do want to hide the enchantment. So there's a whole bunch of different types of item flags that you can do in here, which is pretty amazing. So if you want it to be placement, currently it is just a compass for me, but if you had blocks, you could cancel the placement of it. We're going to hide the durability of that, as well as hide the attributes, and we're going to have it unbreakable, which is going to be true. So basically, it's not going to break at all. You also set IP limit, which is pretty great. So, say you have a custom specific item that you only want for like one specific player per IP, that is up to you. But as you see, there's a ton of stuff in here, which is pretty cool. And then I'm going to set item craftable to true because that's going to block everything. We're going to cancel events. So that is your item flags. Now we can go to our triggers. There's quite a bit on here, as you see, when they join, respawn, if they switch the worlds. You also set it up to work with world guards, so you can set up specific regions if you want to give the item on region. So it is quite good. Honestly, I do like this plugin a lot. I do use it quite a bit in my other servers that I made in the past, so you cannot go wrong with this. You also have specific worlds that you can actually enable your item to be in. So here we have pretty much all the worlds, or you can set up specific ones. So I'm going to do the superior world, which is my skyblock one. So I'm going to set it to there, as well as my default one. So now those 2 worlds are enabled, which is pretty nice. So then you can have all these different types of custom things as well. Then you can just pretty much go down the line, all these conditions, everything, pretty much you can customize it all to your server. Make sure you save everything, so let's go ahead and save that. Now basically I want to go to my IS. If I go to my island here, we should get our magical cloth, which is pretty cool. So we are back on my island. As you see, we don't have my compass anymore. That is because we removed it on the item switch. So we need to do the world switch in order for it to be enabled in each of those worlds that we selected. So we can actually go ahead and modify. We can go back to the IJ menu, we can click this modify, we can go to the next page. Here's the skyblock menu here. Go to the settings, and in here we have our specific triggers on the left hand side. So currently it is just on join. You can also do the respawn as well as the world switch. So we can actually enable that, set that to true. Make sure you save it every time you do that. So I'm going ahead and save that. Oh, we got a little phantom here. So I'm going ahead and kill everyone. So there we go. And then now if we go back to our spawn area, I'm going ahead and clear my inventory here. And if we go back to IS home, we should get the compass, and there we go. There is the compass that we have for our IS menu. So that is how you modify various things, that check the different worlds and all that good stuff. So hopefully that was a basic tutorial of how you can set up your own custom items for your server. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.